Mayans MC Season 4 was the best season to date, but we, Fog Entertainment, are here to rank every single episode from worst to best. Good thing about Mayans, there's only 10 episodes, but there's also a bad thing about that, because we want more episodes, but to rank them, it's a wee bit easier. But coming in at number 4, it's episode 4, it's number 10 it's coming in at, and it is A Crow Flew By, and we have ranked this as the worst episode because, right, it is probably the episode with like the most filler. We have Miguel being brought back in. Doesn't really do much for me. We see the aftermath of Randall being shot. We do see like Kanche like coming to Santa Padre and basically saying, right, Manny, it's time to go home. We kind of get like a farewell between Manny and the crew. And there's not really an awful lot that happens this episode. Like, there's a few scenes in the clubhouse, like Bishop fucks a hooker, or not a hooker, he's with a woman. Easy visits Alvarez at his house, like, I read the book. I found out about the kill switch, Marcus. Play it. Let me tell you something. And then at the episode, but the key part of this episode is the ending. And it is a good ending, because it's more of like those episodes that set up other episodes. Because Terry gets into the car, or no, Doc gets into the car with Terry and says, Chibs, give us the green light, brother. The war is a go. You got your war. Oh yeah, we're getting an SOA against Mayans, and I can't wait. Up next is episode 9, The Calling of St. Matthew. And what I like about this episode, it is more of like a stopgap, a filler episode in between the San Dino massacre and the finale. But in this one, you actually get like good like chapel meets. I'm not saying like the Kanche one and the previous one, like I mentioned, was bad, but here we do get the whole discussion about like Alvarez is practically the only guy that does not want war. He wants it to end, but easy. Bishop, they're like, they killed Kanche. We need to kill them all, man. And then at the end of that meeting, we do get Taza becoming officially a nomad. You kind of feel like the club is dividing at this point. We do have Erin Thomas becoming Kilt, essentially. And Cristobal is back with Miguel, apparently. But maybe Erin Thomas ain't dead at the same time. But also in this episode, it's like it reveals the whole drug heroin cartel connection with Miguel, Easy and Alvarez, that big meet-down with a wee midget woman. Up next though, we have got episode 6. It is pretty much set straight after episode 5. So it comes in here at third last, where we have the reveal that Coco and 4 other Mayan members have been gunned down in Oakland. And not a really awful lot happens in this episode. I mean, the episode is called When I Die, I Want Your Hands on My Eyes. Again, it's just not exactly a lot that goes down. We have the club discussing about, well, who could have done this? Who knows? Hank brings up the fact that it might have been the Suns. Says retaliation for that hit in Bordeaux. Kanche did say it might have been El Banquero. He's like, that shit out in the desert, amigo. And then Alvarez basically says, you fucking idiots did that months ago against my orders. Why would they want to hit us now? Charming knows I'm back in the fold. And then it's essentially this conversation here at the table is what brings like full realization that the Suns are involved here. We do get easy like question the fact about Kanche, like, here, none of your members get hit, mate, it might have been you, which obviously Kanche takes a bit of great distaste to that. But no wonder, man. No wonder. Also, other stuff happens in this episode, like Nails is like has a miscarriage, but essentially what happens here is that the club is decides to go and attack Packer at the hospital in the next episode, and that's their retaliation. But it's one of those episodes where like they're deciding what to do throughout it, and to be honest, it's not a bad episode, but it's just not exactly the greatest thing since sliced bread. But again, one of those episodes that's kind of just a build-up for the next one. But next is episode 3, and this is where we're introduced to Randall and the little bar. It is called Self-Portrait in a Blue Bathroom. This will be introduced to Easy has a dog, which was a bit of a weird gimmick, if I'm being honest. We have the LNG, El Banquero, confronting a few people. Emily returns in this episode. She's boarding a bus. Do we really care? Who knows? Easy meets Sophia for the first time. We have Coco and Angel basically have their first like run-in since like Meth Mountain. It's introduction of JJ as well. So it's a lot of introductions in this episode. And essentially, you know, the club pay their respects to everyone that has fallen in this episode as well. And then we have Angel, Easy, and Manny head out. And that's when we get the whole scene where, holy fuck, he's touching this kid, he's with Randall, and then Angel drops him, which I thought was funny. And also, you know, we do get funny scenes as well. I mean, Taz is like, yeah, it was wrong, Bishop, for Alvarez to take your cut. And he's like, I don't need fucking pity from a faggot. Damn, that stung. That absolutely stung, man. Holy moly. That is absolutely insane. And then also in the same episode, you do get Bishop cutting off his Flash president. His Flash president? No, his vice president Flash, damn it. But yeah, holy moly. Absolutely fucking brutal. Up next, we have episode 2 of season 4. Of course, it's going to be him among the ruins, and this is pretty much the aftermath of what we had in the premiere. We see Bishop, he's now VP. There's loads of other charters present. Of course, Santa Padre, basically in a post-war mode here. It's about 4 months after we see Angel and Nails are living beside each other, and basically Santa Padre is getting no work. Alvarez is back to being president, which was a very great scene to the episode where he walked in. We'll get Gilly and Coco, who are pretty much doing two shite jobs here. Absolute shite jobs. But no, I don't get, right? I never get this, why Gilly and Coco are being punished for like abandoning the club during the war or whatever. And there's Taza, who literally just sat there and drank and didn't do anything. But then we are introduced to Sam Dino. This is where we're introduced to Terry, Doc, and all these bastards. And then at the end of the episode, we see Terry talking about Chibs and Doc are too old and they don't want this war. But then his sister, his girlfriend appears, and her sister Jess found Alvarez, his big Sam Crow cut. Dun dun dun. Which of course leads to episode 5 and the death of Coco, which fits in very nicely coming into here, ranking in at 5th. So we're not like the halfway point. Just to finish off talking about episode 2 though, it's pretty much just the aftermath, and it's like the first revelation that holy fuck, we're going to war with the Suns, can't he wait. But episode 5 is called Death of the Virgin, and we've a major character death in this episode. I don't think the episode itself is exactly special. It's kind of just like let's remember our fallen brothers sort of one, for Ramos, for Ibarra, for all these random fucking jabronis, if we're being honest. We get like the return of Diaz. We've Adelita taking back her child and killing Ana Linares and her husband Scott. We also have a load of Mayans get killed at the end, of course, with Coco. That's the most memorable scene of this episode. And we also do get Tomas getting killed down in Mexico with Miguel, but again, nobody really gives a fuck about that, if we're being honest. Up next is episode 8. It's coming in at 4th place, and holy moly, this episode was one of the most unique episodes that I think you'll get across the entire universe, not only Mayans and Sons, like the whole, I mean, in terms of TV shows, like we literally see an entire crew here get massacred in the space of one episode. Like, yeah, in Sons, like season 7, like the Chinese get wiped out across that season, but here it's literally an episode. Like, there is no mistake about it. We see Doc get killed. We just see a fucking absolute massacre. I mean, they actually add it up. You've got like Doc, Eric Curry, you've about another 15 Sam Dino members. You've got Kanche who gets shot in the head by Easy. It's just an absolutely insane episode. The Mayans definitely brought death to the SOA's doorstep with Alvarez stroking a horse and all that good stuff, man. Absolutely insane. But we're going to war. Exactly. But again, we do get like an interesting scene. Like where Alvarez, like, we go to war, this is their war, I want to go, I'm a part of this club, damn it. And then everyone basically tells Alvarez, nah mate, you're old, go stroke a horse. And then of course we do get the massive like easy kill in Kanche with Taza saving Bishop's life, and just an overall a massive exciting episode, and I'm a big fan of it, man. And I don't know, I mean, I think it's actually pretty good in a season though this episode finishes 4th, because it's fucking action packed. Up next, we have episode 7 joining us here in the podium positions for our top 3. Another insane episode. We've got Manny, we have got Easy, we have got Angel basically laying the smackdown on Sam Dino inside a hospital here, trying to get to Packer with just a load of members getting killed. An Indian Hills member, a Reno member, Gerald's a security guard, guys. But just absolutely insane, man, because of course we've got the death of Gabby, the kidnapped Gabby, and Easy just drops her. Absolutely just dropped her, man. With Terry getting shot in the elevator. There's just so much fucking crazy stuff happening in this episode, and there's just no mistake about it, man. Absolutely insane episode. And you know what? I feel like I have criticised the fact that, like, here, they just shot up in a public building, but you know what? I like the fact they went. They've done quite a lot of stuff different to Sons. Like, I feel like Sons never risked this level of exposure, but I'm very happy that the Mayans has done this, and I thought it was very good. And holy moly, man, things are absolutely exploding. But into the two episodes, I think we're just head and shoulders above everything else. We have the season finale. There's a few reasons why I think the premiere is above the finale, but let's go into the finale because it kicks off with Coco's funeral, and I feel like Coco's funeral is so out of place. Like, the war's still going on, so you can't even go the excuse of, well, here, they couldn't do it in the previous episode because there was a war. Like, he died at the end of episode 5, and we don't have a funeral until episode 10. The finale? Like, come on, man. I'd be like Opie getting buried in the season 5 finale. That made no fucking sense. But we do, of course, have the return of Tig. Absolutely phenomenal. He has a few scenes as well. He goes to Terry, he meets with Alvarez. Really great scene between him and Alvarez. I think one of the most iconic in this universe. With the return of Isaac Packer, we've found out that he's Packer's brother. And he kills Manny. Absolutely insane. Alvarez gets kill switched. JJ gets killed, which again I think takes. I wasn't really a big massive fan of that. Potter returns to confront Adelita. Just absolutely insane stuff. Easy, of course, becomes president. Basically threatens Angel. He basically cuts all ties with Felipe as well. Easy is on his high fucking horse, and yeah, an absolutely insane episode. We see like Sam Dino try and kill Easy, and he just fucking gets off his bike, walks over to the car, drops all 3 of them, and he drives off. Man, we just see blood, death, gore, war, everything. Damn it, the war it's full blown. It's sad to see Alvarez go, but you know what? I think this episode coming in at second place just goes to show how strong that season 4 premiere was. And yes, up next we have episode 1 of season 4. What a fucking episode this was. Cleansing of the Temple, man. We literally just have 45 minutes of an absolute showdown. Now, what I think takes this away for being like a perfect episode is the fact that we don't get any Santa Padre members dying. We get Berto, we get Rabbit, we get the hang around. I can't even remember her name, Rosa or something. She gets killed, and yeah, that sucks, right? But see, in terms of like an absolute showdown, man, this is exactly what you want. But personally, I do feel like a Santa Padre member had to die. This episode is pretty much a 10, but like a Santa Padre member or 2 dying here, I think would have been the absolute cherry on the cake, and it would have rivaled even the best Sons of Anarchy episodes. I think it still does. I think it's that good, but it just had it messed that. And of course, Santa Padre eventually have to surrender. They're lined up. You think Canche's just going to kill all of them, and then as if the episode couldn't get any better, Marcus Alvarez storms in. This is my fucking club. This is my fucking club. What are you doing to my primo, SA? Good night. Kills a guy. Fucking start battering people, man. That Marcus Alvarez is absolutely on fire. And holy moly, what an absolute episode this was, folks. But anyway, if season 5 beats this episode, man, I'm looking forward to season 5. But anyway, guys, till next time, leave your thoughts down below. Fog Entertainment are signing out, man. I've had a bit of colds throughout this episode. My sinuses are horrendous, so thank you for persevering with me. But until next time, peace.